Welcome back to Raised by Giants Illuminated Insights discussion. We are live. Welcome everyone in the chat, members and moderators out there. Good to see you guys. We have an amazing show for everyone here today. With the Mexican government, they just did another UFO hearing on Tuesday, as if the fake alien bodies weren't enough last time. And we also have Luis here from Mexico here to talk to us about it again. But before I bring him on, a quick reminder, super chats and super stickers are available. And any super chat or super sticker will be read out live during the show. Also, PayPal and Buy Me a Coffee links are in the description as well, and are a great way to help support the show. It's rough out here when you aren't making up fake stories to sell and scamming people with fake alien bodies. But I couldn't do this without your guys' support. And a huge thank you to everyone that has helped support so far. It means a lot to me. So we have Luis here from Mexico to give us the tea on the most recent Mexican UFO hearing. How's it going, Luis?
Everything's fine. How's everything's going up there?
It is going, my friend. And wow, do we have another crapshoot of a hearing? And from what little I've already talked to you about it, it seems to be that it's just more fake stuff after more fake stuff, and people presenting themselves to be something that they're not. And we're going to get into that here in just a second. We have an amazing slideshow for the viewers to look at. Now, I think it's important just to, was there any new things that they talked about during this UFO congressional hearing? And was this under oath? Was this an under oath hearing? Because we know that the hearing before this was a symbolic under oath. Did they really do the oath on this one or no?
This time they don't even do it symbolically. Really, they just skip that part.
Just skip over the under oath so there's no repercussions. So here we go. We're going to get up on the slide here. This I'm guessing is the opening ceremony here, and they had a rapper there.
Yeah, a real Mexican MC, the first one, the first MC of Mexico was there.
Oh wow, man, we got to one up them and bring on some rappers and get some musical entertainment at this UFO congressional hearing in Mexico, right?
Yes, I tweeted about it. I say that you have Tom DeLonge, we have Claudio Yarto.
Unbelievable. Now, yeah, this is from me.
If you mind, you can put the first clip of one of the congresswoman that was very very upset with the presence of Jaime in the Congress.
Do we know what her name is?
I really I know it, but I really don't have it at hand.
All right, here we'll play it.
Maussan here in the House of Representatives, gentlemen. We're discussing the budget. It's not for you to come and make your lies and your things. This is the people's house. We're discussing the budget. They haven't given Acapulco prison, and you here should. We don't want Jaime Maussan in the House of Representatives. And his team is here backing me up. Get out, Feka Maussan, with your lies. There are priorities. There are priorities in the Chamber of Deputies. That is the budget for Acapulco.
Yeah, we have a problem here.
She is upset, bro. She is upset.
If you already knew, was a hurricane getting here in Acapulco in Guerrero, in the state of Guerrero, and was a category 5. Was a lot of destruction on the city. A city of 1 million people, almost ripped off. So the last week and this week, the Congress was discussing the budget for the next year, and they were discussing getting resources for the reconstruction of Acapulco. So that's why this woman says that there are priorities. We need to focus on other things, more important things.
So the Jaime Maussan basically hijacked this congressional hearing talking about the budget And he talked about UFOs and aliens.
Yeah. Losing the perspective and don't getting the point. But that's I think that's politicians. What's politicians do.
Yeah, unbelievable. So our next one.
But here we talk about last time that this congressman that was setting up all this with Jaime, it's running for governor. So there is the note. Santiago Gutierrez Luna registers as an aspiring candidate for Veracruz. So all we can see where these things go.
Right.
So I can give you some context and for all the viewers that don't know how these things are are going in Mexico. This is like a symposium thing, like a keynote thing. They have these persons here in the podium, and they go presentation by presentation of each one. So first, we get a traffic controller that talks about the importance of legislating the Mexican airspace about UAPs, and he presented 2 or 3 testimony on record of communication between pilots and air controllers.
So he's basically doing the whole Ryan Graves spiel that Ryan Graves did at the U.S. Congressional Hearing about pilots and how we need a better reporting system for pilots. Yeah,
I think this is just for give it credit to the thing that they are doing, because the main reason of doing this is because they want to legislate about it. So to don't feel bad and disappointed, you have to put it something real there, no? Just to clarify and say, oh yeah, we do it because this was the reason. Because after that, there came all the nonsense about the mummies and things.
right. So they tried to legitimize it right out the gate.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
that was just a slide that shows one of the testimonies. They don't present videos. It's just audio.
Interesting. Okay, who's this guy?
We came to this lawyer. I don't know why he was there. He was talking about legitimize the UFO and extraterrestrial bodies investigation to make to change the constitution of the countries, because I don't know, because I can say I am part of the community, of the scientific community, and we have our way to legitimize these kind of things and discoveries. We publish a paper and we publish it in a scientific magazine, and it's done. You legitimize your investigation. But in this case, I think there is no scientific publication that wants to public these kind of things.
Right, that makes sense. Now, who's this guy?
So here we have this guy. I think this is the one of the most important persons in this case. He's a French historian, and he's an archaeologist, and he have institute of investigation of archaeological investigations called Incari Institute, based on Peru. So he was the first responder to the claim of the tomb raider that found the bodies. So he get the bodies first. he is the I think the mastermind behind all this nonsense.
So he got the bodies first, and then Jaime Maussan, which, if people aren't aware, is a known fraudster, a fakester, a hoaxer. He's done several hoaxes and committed several acts of fraud surrounding UFOs and aliens and extraterrestrials. I mean, he was responsible for the Roswell slides that were completely fake photos of extraterrestrials. It was a real body, but he made thousands of dollars off of getting people to come to this Roswell slide emporium thing and sold tickets to it. And then it was just turned out that it was a mummified body of a human boy. It's unbelievable. So this guy here, this French guy, he's supposed to be an archaeologist, right?
Yeah, but there is a lot of fight over internet about if is a real archaeologist. There are a lot of periodistic notes on Peru about this guy. They say he just want to tomb raid all the archaeological sites with no reason, just to see what he can find. And here is a periodical note about it. One time he wants to, in 2013, I think, he wants to excavate on Machu Picchu, on the belief of he can find the tomb of an ancient king of the Inca Empire, but the government says no. It's wait a minute, boy. You need to be an archaeologist first, and then you need to have a permission from the government. So they alleged that the Minister of Foreign Affairs of France warns about this guy, and they say that he isn't an archaeologist.
Unbelievable. It seems like Jaime Maussan just has a bunch of fake fraud people around him claiming to be archaeologists when they're not. He's paying off doctors to run DNA tests on these aliens, and they're coming up, well, supposed aliens, right? Apparent aliens. And there's the ones that he pays off are saying that there's 30% of the DNA that's not human DNA. The ones that he doesn't pay off says that it's all human DNA. It's unbelievable. It's what it really seems like, that he's just surrounded by a bunch of fake fraud people.
What
Like
I
this guy
say,
claiming to be an archaeologist when he's not an archaeologist.
what I say is, if you have all the data, if you have all this information, publish it. It's very easy. It's affordable for everyone. That's
Now, which mummy is this right here, Luis? This is Victoria.
This Victoria.
This one hasn't been presented, right?
Yeah. That wasn't presented yet, but like I say, they have a lot of mummies non-complete and a lot of spare parts. They say that this Waquero, this Tomb Raider, give them all these things, including the little ones, the little ones that was analyzed by this famous Peruvian archaeologist that say that this was made of, and he extrapolate these results to say that these big ones are too.
It's interesting that they gave names to all these supposed extraterrestrial alien bodies. This one is named Paul, which we were talking about before we started the show, that there was a whole movie that was about Paul with an alien named Paul. And I think
it gets funnier. Wait for it.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to bring up this this photo if people aren't familiar with that movie. Paul Alien movie, right here.
Yeah, good movie.
Yeah,
I can say.
Yeah, that's the Paul Alien movie. Unbelievable. Well, they want to give him a name after a fictional science fiction comedy movie. That doesn't scream legitimacy to me at all. I don't know about you guys. All right, back to the slide here. Okay, so we got Paul. He was one of the ones that was presented along the smaller mummies. Now, was there any scientist or anybody that tried to verify where they came from, if they are actual real aliens, what their DNA are? Was there anybody in the new congressional hearing that talked about the DNA and where these mummies are supposedly from?
Yes, that we have a lot of Peruvian scientists. A lot.
But the Peruvian government wants nothing to do with these supposed extraterrestrial bodies. That's really weird that they would all be Peruvian scientists when the Peruvian government has basically distanced themselves from the entire thing.
Yeah, that they are from the same university. They are from the university that have this in custody. So everything points to the wrong direction. I think that just common sense.
Now, what's going on with Maria here? They brought up Maria, which I believe is is she in the Smithsonian?
I think they have it too. This is the tridactyl specimen. I think the Smithsonian have a real Peruvian mummy, but they all these mummies, they have it on Universidad Luis Gonzaga in Ica, Peru.
Well, now they're saying now that there's thousands of these types of mummies in caves in Peru.
Yeah, they are saying this that this Vaquero found just the tip of the iceberg. That some other visits later, they found that there was a lot of caves with thousands and thousands of these beings.
It's interesting when the switcheroo that they do on this, right? First, it was these are 100% real, actual extraterrestrial bodies. Then the DNA analysis gets done, and they were like, "Oh, well, it's mostly human DNA that was found." And then it switched to, "Oh, well, they're extraterrestrial human hybrids. That's why a lot of their DNA is human DNA." Right? It's just interesting the amount of cognitive dissonance that goes into this whole thing, right? And the excuses that are constantly being made. Like I've ran into a few people online that are absolutely 100% convinced that these supposed extraterrestrial bodies from Jaime Maussan that was presented a couple of months back at the Mexican UFO hearing are 100% real.
Yeah, me too. I'm dealing with some pals that says that they are also found in Russia, and they can move like a spider, and a lot of nonsense. People just want to make a bias opinion about what they are thinking. That's weird, but that's the world we're living.
So do you think Maria is more legitimate than the others that have been presented so far?
Yeah. I think that the Maria is what legitimates everything of this history. I think they make the datation of out of the of Maria. I think they are making the most of the analysis from Maria. They make the DNA test from Maria. So Maria have joints, have real joints. The little ones don't have joints. The Maria have the two bones in on the forearm. The little ones doesn't have it. They can barely move. So Maria is the pivotal point. I think.
Interesting, because blanking on his name right now, but some people believe that Maria, her head was chopped off and the head was then replaced with a real Peruvian elongated skull. I don't know though. Let me think of what his name is. I showed it in the very first.
Paracas?
Yeah, the
Paracas?
Paracas skull, one of the Paracas elongated skulls. I'm blanking on what his name is, but he's all into the elongated skulls. If someone knows who I'm talking about, please put it in the chat. But I showed the video in
Yeah.
the first video that we did on this subject. But got Maria here, then we got this weird piece that comes along with this stuff apparently that looks like a salad fork. Does it not look like a salad fork?
It's like a set of spare parts for your action mummy.
Yeah, it looks like one of those giant salad forks made for a giant. How's it going, Nina? Good to see you. Savage Lee, what's happening, my friend? Sam, what's going on? Good to see you guys. Yeah, so we got a salad fork here that comes along with spare parts. Now, was this the guy, this French gentleman that provided these so-called spare parts?
Yeah, the Vaquero, I think the Tomb Raider came with a lot of stuff. I think he want to sell them, and the more is the best, no?
Try making money off of the UFO nonsense. That's the way it's done. Now,
Yeah.
Josephina here.
The
That's
one with the metal plate and the X.
This is the other one that they presented at the first one, right? The other one doesn't have a metal plate. This is the only one that has a
Nope.
metal plate.
Yep.
Interesting. Did they do any more scientific study or data
Yep.
on this one? What did they come across?
Wait. If you want me to spoil?
Oh no, we'll keep it. We'll keep going. We'll keep it going. Okay, what's going on here?
So they say that they have a full interdisciplinary, full international team investigating this thing. And we have here Dr. Galetsky Dmitry Vladivostovich, Russian scientist, medicine scientist from St. Petersburg. And that just made it funny for me. They say that because was a Russian, he said the truth. I don't know why.
Can we verify his credentials? Is his credentials real?
He, I think, it's better known for inventing the aura photograph thing, an apparatus that can take a picture of your aura. It's very controversial, guy. As I say, this is just common sense. A lot of people that it's deal with controversies and his career, it's in this. Why?
Yeah, it's really strange and really weird because you would think that you would want to bring legitimate, real people. But the problem is, whenever you bring legitimate, real people in, they call you out on your nonsense.
Exactly.
Right. So if they just bring in these people that aren't really what they say, they're frauds and hoaxsters, then they can continue the narrative that way. Look, we got this official up here telling us what's going on. Whenever you look at their background, they don't have any credentials. They didn't do anything that they said that they did. Okay, what's this one?
This is he claimed that this paleontologist, Clifford Miles, the great paleontologist, the great paleontologist of all the United States, that has the greatest paleontologist museum of the world, say that these mummies are real and that are from beings from other world, because it's impossible to be like this.
Did he examine them?
They say that yes, he examined it. They have a footage, but again, we don't have any paper. Why don't you publish like the paper that it's in this example here in the picture?
Right.
Publish it.
Without the paper, it's just a headline. And the headline can just be created, yeah.
Another spare part and a spare head. Like this is this hot toys that came with multiple heads. Maybe this is the sad face from one of the moms.
Wow. Unbelievable. Albert. Which one is Albert?
It's and I think they don't present it yet. This one, Albert. But
Looks like Skinny Bob.
yeah,
Remember the Skinny Bob videos?
yeah. We have here we have something called Peter Languila, like a very tall, skin guy.
That's the short and skinny.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on here?
That like we say the last time we saw us, I think the first time we saw us, Jaime claims or was claiming that these bodies wasn't mummified itself per se. That this mummification process was because the dehydration of the bodies that was buried on this cape, and the seaweed, the diatomea seaweed, make this process possible. So the diatomea seaweed dust take the water from the bodies and make it look like they were mummified. But Thierry, one of the first presenters here in the second hearing, say these bodies, I'm reading it, these bodies were submitted to at least two types of bats with the end of better conservation. The first one was with some sort of resin. So again, like you were saying, there's a lot of forward and back, and I say this, but then I say that, but really that's not mummies, but yeah, yes, they are mummies. Uh, it's weird, and I think the people or the majority of the people hearing these stories from just for the headlines get caught on this kind of uh, lines of titles. But if you just give it a little bit of research, you will find things that doesn't go along.
So then they have to switch it and change it up to cover up their previous lies. More lies upon more lies. Joshua says, looks like the ball snatchers to me. That's right, Joshua. Evil extraterrestrial gray ball snatchers from the Antrovis called in 93. That's right. You, you heard of that, Luis? There was this UFO cult back in the early 90s called the Cult of Antrovis by Edward Malik. And he taught his followers that there's an evil group of gray extraterrestrial entities that are flying around, abducting people, and chopping off their balls to fuel their UFO spacecraft. But it's not only the evil extraterrestrials, it's also the good extraterrestrials. So the good extraterrestrials also use people's genitals to fuel their UFO craft, but you have to freely give up your genitals to the good extraterrestrials. And if you don't do that, the evil ones will come by and snatch your balls and to fuel their UFO ships.
Okay.
No joke, dude. 100% real.
Interesting.
100% real. Unbelievable. So, so this was the substance. This looks like cocaine.
Yeah.
There,
Yeah, that's the diatomea seaweed dust. But now they say that they apply this diatomean seaweed dust to the bodies in order to mummify it. So they were not buried in it. This was not natural, because Jaime was saying that with the years, with 1,000 years, this diatomean dust came over the bodies and buried them. So this isn't real.
Are you sure they just didn't cover these supposed extraterrestrial bodies in cocaine? Pretty sure they just covered it in cocaine.
I hope no.
Did any of these scientists try to snort it yet? Give us a line of that good extraterrestrial cocaine. They're bringing that stuff in from Mars, bro.
If you test the dust will get thousands of years, because it's dust. It's a natural dust. It's a seaweed, a fossilized seaweed. So the dust will get you the dating for these things, I think. But I really think that Maria helped with the dating.
Could you imagine space drugs, Luis? You think if extraterrestrials are real, they got space drugs?
I think yes. Why not?
Sell that to the Mexican cartels.
Maybe there is a parallel Mexican cartel that runs the entire galaxy.
Mexican cartels that's selling their space cocaine to this rapper right here.
But if you have any sensible audience, he have that problem. He really have that problem on the late 90s.
Well, he was a drug addict.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here's the video too of him talking.
Torrential rains, earthquakes, sexual infections. That's the response we're getting from the planet that humans are losing. The conditions are getting worse day by day. I keep rapping, telling them when we should take care of the ground we're walking on. We're slowing down. That you don't think about that. Doesn't that go through your head? Or do you have the money to go to NASA and have them build a house on the moon for you? Good afternoon.
What? What?
This was after the French guy. They get he is Claudio Yarto. He have a band called Caló here in the 80s in Mexico. He was one of the first Mexican rapper. Was very lame. The rapping was very lame, as you can see. And Jaime, it's a very close friend to Jaime. So he also have a lot of footage that sends to Jaime to present in the shows of Jaime. And I don't know why he do this, but it's Jaime, and
he wants to build a house on the moon so he can snort up that moon dust, Luis. That's what he needs. He needs some of that moon dust.
But yeah,
we gotta cut our cocaine with that moon dust.
That
extra kick.
that happened that day on Mexican Congress. A guy rapping about the world getting fucked up and going with the UFOs. So this guy was just entertaining.
Rapture me up into those UFOs and take me to the moon so I can snort some moon dust.
That was very funny.
Unbelievable. Oh,
there is Claudio with all the band on the 80s.
Oh, classic. Oh yeah, he definitely snorts some moon dust.
Yeah. A lot.
Right off of them ladies' chest, snorting that moon dust. Here's this guy.
We covered this on the last time, almost the end of the last time, and I told you that they have a surgeon, a plastic surgeon, talking about these bodies, and here it is. He is better known as the surgeon of the stars, the doctor of the stars, there in Peru. He says that he belongs to the. Now, at that time, I tell you that he belongs to the Science Academy of New York, but now in this title, he say that belongs to the New York Academy of Medicine. So I made my research, went to the website of the Medicine Academy of New York, and get the Excel file of the members. And I think me and you know what's happened, no?
You know what? I think that what if Jaime Maussan were to take my idea of moon dust and then sell his moon dust as a cure all that will cure everybody from everything, and then he sells it. I bet you he will take my idea of moon dust, he'll sell it as like a tea or something, and then he'll scam more people like he scammed them with the COVID-19 fraud
He,
stuff. Yeah.
he like that. That's very
Jaime Maussan, do not take my moon dust idea.
copyright.
Copyrighted, trademarked.
So I just get one little note about this guy. The doctor became one of the favorite guests of entertainment programs, so he could reveal the change that the models made. Who's David Ruiz Vela, the surgeon who describes homosexuals as abnormal on Facebook.
And this is a part of Jaime Maussan's team, this guy?
Yeah, they I think they need to reinforce the team, because we cannot see again the same guys, because that will be not show worthy. So they came with new guys that are capable of do this kind of weird fake fraudster things. So this is one
different fakes and fraudsters. We no longer want the old fakes and fraudsters. We need new fakes and fraudsters.
Fresh.
We need them fresh meat to fuel our UFO ships. Give us our UFO dollars.
That's right. So he came with these images. He said that there are tomographies. I barely doubt it, because when they made, I'm not expert, but when they made it live the last time, they didn't see like this. I think these are models made from data from a tomographus or from a tomography. But as you can tell, and all we know, this kind of model, 3D model things have a bias of the artist and how they are made. So he say that he can spot all the little parts, the veins, the places where the veins were connected. That's what he said.
But these things can't move, right? They can't even walk around. They would be walking around like a cardboard cutout if they could walk around. They don't have any joints. They don't have any knee joints, arm joints, elbow joints. They're all just like straight bone.
Yeah.
So if they were alive, how would they even be alive? I mean, aren't their organs even are too small to be able to support life?
They are stationary beings. static beings.
Sam said, "Oh, throw some BBQ on that. That's right. Stick some BBQ on that alien.
Yeah. It looks tasty.
That's what these live shows are for, Luis. They're for smoking, for barbecuing and smoking."
Yeah, if you point out that, yes, it looks tasty. The color.
It's like a dog bone covered in barbecue sauce. Unbelievable. Okay, next one. Oh yeah, this is the new.
This is the
guy.
new one. The fish one. The shark alien.
Oh, that sounds like a good name of a movie, dude. We got Sharknado already. We got like Sharknado 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we got Shark Alien, dude.
Amazing movies.
Yeah.
Very entertaining.
Then we got Cocaine Bear. I think there's even a movie called Cocaine Shark. Cocaine Shark, baby, get him. Cocaine Alien Shark.
Yeah, this is even weirder because if you can see, they are so thin. Where you can get the lungs, the organs, I don't know. They just have. It seems like there's just a spine.
This
In-
looks definitely constructed out of animal bone and possibly
this
human
one
bone.
also have eggs. Further we will see. Also have eggs.
Oh, okay, we'll keep going. Okay.
So we get to I think the strangest part of the hearing. I think we get the creepiest. I think the cringiest part with the rapper. This is the weirdest part. This guy, this Argentinian doctor, says anthropologist says that he made a measurement of the skulls of these beings. Yeah, like if you get back to the pre-Civil War USA, when they measure the head of the black people, and they say they were
The black
inferior.
people's brains are smaller or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that was a bunch of nonsense.
this guy put that on the mummies, and he found that if you want to make some drums for these guys are an evolution of humans. They are from the future.
Oh my god. You know where that whole "they're from the future" thing came from? It came from these UFO cults, bro. They all started saying, "Oh, well, they must be from the future. They must be aliens from the future." Several of those UFO cults in the 70s, the 80s, and into the 90s were all talking about how the gray aliens came from the future back in time because their DNA was messed up and they had to abduct us to repair their DNA so that they could survive. Which makes no sense. I mean, if they're much older than and they're here and they were found and they're mummified, then how could they be a descendant of us? That would be like a time travel inception.
Yeah, he says that these guys are the evolution of us from, I think, 3 million years. I don't know what.
That's just a horrible excuse to try and wrap your brain around some sort of explanation that doesn't make any type of sense at all. Like, oh well, what's the best possibility or scenario that I could come up with? Oh, I know. You know, they're sitting at their house smoking some weed, and they're like, oh, what if they're from the future, bro? I bet you they're here from the future.
This guy,
They're time traveling space wizards.
This guy is known because he refutes Darwin evolution theory, and he have his own theory, the Guardian theory. It's for make it shorter. He said that God made all the things, so that's why we evolved, because God made us to evolve.
Well, I mean, you're either in one of two camps, right? You're in the evolutionist camp, or you're in the Christianity, God created everything and just created us camp, right?
He mixed it, and he said that this is a new theory that refutes everything.
That God created evolution?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
very, very strange and hard to find information about this guy. All the references are on his webpage, so it's I don't know, weird.
Interesting. Okay, next slide. Oh,
we get to another scientific Peruvian scientist. he say that well, he say a lot of things. I think that is the same history, but just tell them by different guys. So he say that the tridactyl feet can be made out of a 5-finger feet because we will find these kind of steps in the foot. So you can see one foot with three fingers, and if you take off one finger, you get with the bone, and you get a step in
So
the.
this was an actual guy trying to debunk it.
No. He said that the fingers of Maria are not like this, so they can be made of. But I think if you put the right bones on the feet to fit the 3 fingers, well, there is no problem. No.
Well, I mean, if you look here on the one on the left, I mean, there's obviously a joint there that had toes on it, or fingers, or whatever this is. It looks like toes, but there's a joint right here to where a toe or a finger should be,
Yeah.
and that would be evidence that it has been altered or mutilated.
Yeah. But Maria, as I say, Maria has all the joints. They just made it. That it's so simple. You don't want to get to stay with the wrong bones. Obviously, you remove it and you make it look like it was real.
Okay, next one.
So they make the skull analysis. That again, they made it with Maria. Why they don't made it with the little ones? Because they say Maria it's an hybrid, and a hybrid of human and 3 other species of monkeys.
Of
We will get
monkeys?
there. Yeah, we will get there when we get the
Okay.
DNA. So this is Maria. Let me introduce you. World, Maria.
Oh my god, that's scary, dude.
Yeah.
That is super scary. Wow. That is a scary looking woman.
Yeah, they try to reconstruct the face.
It's a witch.
Yeah, it looks very weird.
Very interesting. Wow, that's a scary looking face. Holy crap. Okay.
As I say, they made an analysis, a forensic analysis of the teeth. They say that found that the teeth have damage, age damage. They can then.
Joshua would still hit Maria. That's right. Wouldn't you, Joshua? Yeah. Looking sexy. Sexy looking witch. Okay. Keep going. Sorry.
Don't worry. So they make this teeth analysis, and they say the teeth have almost like 35 to 40 years of degradation, of natural degradation, about of chewing and things like that. They are using, well, I don't know, techniques that use it to give credibility to this nonsense.
So they found stuff in the teeth, like chewed up food and
No,
acidity?
they just determine it by the aging.
Aging of the teeth. Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
Next.
like they made it for humans.
What's going on here?
Here we have the joints. Again, they are saying that Maria has joints, or have joints, but the other ones don't have joints.
Other ones can't even move. They can't even operate. They can't even walk.
Exactly.
Unbelievable. Okay, so this is the one that has the metal plate, right?
Yeah, that's the metal plate. They say the metal plate isn't solid; it's hollow in the middle, and they say they think they use it to geolocalize or to communicate. They have osmium.
Telepathically and psychically communicate through
They
a
have,
metal
they have
plate in their chest.
they found osmium. They found silver, a very, very, very pure silver, 98% silver pure. But we have one little problem. I think, and you will know now, metals can be dated.
Mm.
So
What does it date to?
you can say what is the date, because there is no way to date metals.
Oh, you can't date metals?
Yeah, you can put carbon on the dating. Normally you date metals about aging, but here you can. So this is one of these little parts that maybe the most of the people misses. If I tell you this shovel is from 4,000 years ago, you can determine it, because it's a metal thing, and you can date metal. There are some tries and some ways, but there are no 100% fiable.
So did they date it?
No, they don't even try to.
Wow.
Yeah, like I say, they took one piece, the dating of the mummies, and extrapolate to everything.
Mm.
So I sent this metal sample to a metallographic study, and I tell them this is a sample from 1,000 years ago. So, like, I pay for this analysis. They didn't refute me. Why? I am paying. So they say, that's okay. I analyze it. There's silver, there is osmium, there is copper. Okay, yeah, this is the results. That's exactly what they try to do with UNAM here in Mexico, with University of Mexico, saying that UNAM back up the dating analysis. And UNAM says, I just get the sample. I don't know what it is. Why I have to know what it is? They pay just for the dating. I date it. There it is.
It's interesting that they don't want to date the metal in the bodies. They just want to date the actual bodies. How's it going, Chloe? Good to see you, my dear. King James. Yes. Jaime Maussan been pushing these plaster and closed bones for over 5 years. That's right. He has been. But he got his major shot with the first Mexican UFO Congressional Hearing, which was not under oath at all, symbolic under oath. They didn't even do symbolic under oath on this latest one, to my understanding. All right, what's going on here, brother?
Here, this guy put this thing and at the end of the presentation, and I remember you and I talking about fake archaeologic pieces. Remember?
Yes, we talked about that last time. Yes.
If you see get the next slide, please. This is 3-dactyl and 5-finger hand cross. Okay. This is allegedly found near an archaeological site in Peru. If you get the next slide, this is the real one that is found at a temple on Peru.
And this one is the fake one.
Obviously.
Such a lucrative business. Like, that's a crazy lucrative. They go and they see the real one, and then they make a bunch of fake ones and sell it as the real one.
Exactly. They say, "Oh, you see this thing on the temple? I got a special, a secret one that we found yesterday." It's weird because
at an undisclosed archaeological site, right?
a tridactyl hand. we are, and even if you get back, even have a helix DNA thing on the side.
Yes, I mean, people have been doing this for a really long time, and not only with, they do it with everything. They do it with guitars, they do it with violins, they do it with really anything that you can think of. Fake Prada handbags, fake Gucci shoes, fake Nikes. It's like a very lucrative thing that looks very real. I mean, to the untrained eye, you wouldn't really be able to tell the difference between a real Gucci belt and a fake Gucci belt.
And again, you put scientists. Let me say, physics, a chemistry, scientific.
Yeah.
And if you put it just on chemistry, just on physics, they didn't get the big picture. This kind of studies need to be made with an interdisciplinary group, because people that like I know engineering, but I don't know archaeology or anthropology. So that needs to be an ensemble of scientists from different uh, parts of the science, and we can't make a report based on every specialty of each one. You need to have a board that says, okay, what you find, let's discuss and see what this all going. But they are not doing this. They are presenting data and spitting data all over the place.
With
That's amazing.
not presenting the actual papers or the scientific study that supports what they're saying. Unbelievable. I mean, that happens with everything as well, not only in this field too. And people take it for being real all the time. The science will be like, oh yeah, we just did this experiment, and well, can we see the experiment? Can we see the papers? Can we see the study that was done on? And they're like, oh no, it disappeared, we lost it. It's kind of like
it happened recently with this superconductor, no, with this room temperature superconductor.
It's just like, oh well, why haven't we gone back to the moon? And they'll be like, oh well, we lost the technology to go back to the moon. It just disappeared. It just flowed into the wind, right? Doesn't make any sense. Thanks so much, Chloe, for your kind and generous $10 super chat. Thanks so much. Really appreciate your kindness, generosity, and support of the show. She says, let's all support Ryder for the great info he brings to light. Great job, buddy. Thanks so much, Chloe. Appreciate you a lot. Let's get to this next slide here. Oh, who's this guy?
Here we came with this biologist that says that he is the specialist on DNA. So he presents the data of the DNA. So as I'm not specialist either, but I think I know how things work. So he say that they take the sample, run the test, put the test on I don't know, it's a web platform from the United States that give you the matches of your samples. No, I think that's how it works.
Incredible. Okay, so this is the CAT scan of the.
That is where he say that Maria, it's a hybrid, a 4 species hybrid, that human and 3 other monkeys, gorilla, chimpanzee, and orangutan. I don't know.
Would she be a Bigfoot? Would Maria be a Bigfoot, Luis? She might be a Bigfoot. I mean, there's been people that have compared the Peruvian elongated skulls to what people would depict as a Bigfoot. So people have seen Bigfoot or Yeti and say that they have like a weird elongated skull in the back. And
maybe these are Shortfoot.
Shortfoot, that's right. Short foot, baby foot.
Baby foot,
Why doesn't Bigfoot have any babies? They need to have some babies.
skinny foot. So that again, they present X-ray. This guy is a radiologist. He presented the X-ray of the shark one. If you get back one slide,
Go back one slide.
yeah, there is the shark one. He said that these are 100% real because you can see the density of the bones. And I say again, the bones are real. They are bones. That doesn't imply that the whole thing, are real.
That's what they would want you to believe, though. One little tiny part of it's real, so that means that the whole thing is real.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
So here he presents all the X-ray that he performed to the bodies, and again you can see he have no bones on the hand, just have one bone. I say to my wife, these guys can make this thing with the hand because they don't have the bones to make a space here, so they have a plain hand and they just can move the fingers. They don't have a opposite finger, so they can, I don't know why, how they can.
yeah, how would they be able to grab anything? Have you ever tried to pick something up without your thumb?
It's impossible.
Very difficult to do.
Yeah. So again, he have no radius and cubitus on the forearm. He can move their arm, but they are not saying that. They're just saying what feels their narratives.
Crazy. Okay, I think that's the end of the presentation.
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So the conclusion that we come to, is there a date for another one? Have they set a date to do another hearing in Mexico yet?
Not yet, but I don't know how elections will end. So I think about it, and I think after election they will get another one, just for this congressman to get more in view, more in the top of mind of the people. I don't know why they will present, but
so was there anybody legitimate at all at this hearing? Like the last one, there were Ryan Graves was there. There were a few other more legitimate people at the last one, but it seems like they're all illegitimate fraudsters and hoaxsters and people that are claiming to be something they're not in this second round.
Jaime said one Sunday before the hearing that he invited Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, wow. I hope Neil deGrasse Tyson rips him a new one.
So
Neil deGrasse Tyson doesn't believe in the aliens or extraterrestrials or any of that.
He said we invited him. So if he wants, he can come. But I don't know. We don't have any answer of him, of his team. But we invited Neil deGrasse. There is no one backing up this story now. I think everyone understand the thing that happened with Ryan. Even people from Argentina. The last time Maussan made a post hearing show, and people from Argentina say that he asked what do you think about these bodies, and the lady of Argentina says, I don't know, we need to make more studies. I can say that this is real. So Maussan learned the lesson. He just get people that uh, it's it's in communion with these ideas. So I think uh, uh, like uh, these things that happens to Ryan, I think all the community, the more serious community, just give the back to Jaime, and even I think all the community here in Latin America uh, take it with pinches.
Is Jaime still running his show that we
Yeah,
were in Mexico? He's still doing it?
yeah, he have one YouTube channel and two shows, one on one channel and one in other TV network.
So he actually has shows on
Yep.
television in Mexico. Sort of like Ancient Aliens, but on
Yeah, yeah.
steroids.
I think they are like soap opera ancient aliens.
Do they do like reenactments of like what they're talking about? Like, do they bring people out and like, you know what
Now,
I mean? Like, how if you're doing like a documentary, you'll do in
now
telling
with
a story, you'll do
yeah,
like
yeah, I
reenactments
get
of the scene.
now with EA with artificial intelligence, they are making things interesting things. They are very cheap. Jaime it's very cheap. Jaime doesn't want to put money on the shows. He always tried to take material from other sources. He have one guy uh, pendant of Reddit. Uh, it's very cheap, really. He only making real investigation, as if you can say real investigation, when someone give them money.
Hmm.
So he used a lot of free stuff. He dub all the videos, the USA and international videos that are in English. He dub it like I do with a free platform on internet. So it's very funny to see the show. Really, really funny.
So, what's been the reception in Mexico from this newest UFO congressional hearing down there? What are people thinking? Or was it the same after the first one? Are more people buying into it? Are they not buying into it? Or they're seeing what's going on?
Uh, I think we have a very short period of memory, but in this case, we know Jaime, so this is nothing new. So no big deal, really. Was a big deal the first time, but make he presented the same things. So the people, not even the memes, the memes that didn't came now. Uh, it's not trending topic. Uh, just I think he can't stand with the first one. The show was really that the unique thing that we see was that rap.
Yes, that guy was built. You want to build a house on the moon, bro? Get us some moon dust. I'm gonna take that $10 super chat that Chloe sent me and give me some moon dust.
That's a man does.
Unbelievable. Well, thanks so much, Luis, for coming on and putting that together for us to talk about. Really appreciate you, brother, and we'll do it again when and if they do another one, which I'm sure that they will. It's kind of like doing a sequel to a surprise hit movie. The sequel is never as good. The sequel never makes as much money. Doesn't make as much, as a big of a ruckus as the first one made. So we'll see what happens. I'm sure that there'll be another one at some point in the future, and we'll see what happens there. But let people know where they can find you online, brother.
You can find me online on X at Kikin23. I have also a podcast. It's in Spanish, but if you have any friend Spanish speaker, you want to learn Spanish, we have a podcast called Expedientes Secretos MX. It's run by me and my wife. We try to make a critic point of view of UFO cases. But yeah, you can find me online at X.
I'm gonna have to bring you on to talk about some of the other UFO cases. I think that would be a really fun show to get your perspective on, because I think it's all very suspect. Is all that I'll say. But thanks so much for coming on. The link to Luis's podcast is in the description of this video, the Spotify link. Please be sure to hit the thumbs up button, help the channel and the algorithm, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon as well for notifications. I will be back on Saturday with Jerry Marzinski and Lynn. We're going to be talking about the physical manifestations of the voices. I'll see you guys on Saturday.